My name is Benestes Kantarogo. Before I go to my point, Madam, you are from Namibia?
Yes, I'm a Namibian by birth.
Okay. Just why I'm asking is, we used to have one and only flower farm here in Namibia. The name was Onkombo West. I don't know whether some of us can recall.
Congo West, I know.
It's situated just here on your way to the airport. Yeah. It used to be flourishing. The son of the owners, we used to school together there in Windhoek. It was closed because of political reasons. Okay. And it's in tatters. So maybe if you can consider, you can maybe approach the powers that be and have a look at it, because the potential is still there. And since you say the demand is there, so why not? So it's just a comment? Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, now to come to my point, just the question that the gentleman asked regarding the Kingdom Bank. The takeaway that I had from from yesterday, from the Deputy Minister of Finance, she referred briefly to the scenario of SME Bank, how it went down and how it started or went down. But notably, the potential that still exists cannot be done away with. And the fact that we can still accommodate our players from everywhere, Namibia and Africa, is still an opportunity for Kingdom Bank to have a look at it. She mentioned an asset base still of 700,000, no, 700 million asset base, which is huge compared to what you require to open a bank. Well, that's now being demanded by the regulator, which is Bank of Namibia. So one can have a look at it. And still, we have only AgriBank that specializes in agriculture, agri-finance, and we know how they serve us. And then we have the commercial banks with their interest rates and their collateral issues and stuff like that. So if we can have a platform like this one, and we have connectivity through the authorities like the Deputy Minister there, and she mentioned her door is open, and we have such an audience, the platform, maybe Madam Tosi can do something magical. So that's my take.
It's just a mere suggestion. We have Kenyans here, of which some of them are my nieces and cousins who have become Namibians. So they do not have documents or Kenyan documents to become members of your Kingdom Bank. Maybe that is maybe you can look at that, and the possibility of Kingdom Bank having clients here. Would that not be an hindrance? They don't have documents. They are Kenyans. They former Kenyans, they don't have their Kenyan documents. They have become Namibians. But if they are interested to become clients with Kingdom Bank, will that be a hindrance, or is there a possibility?
Or are you asking whether the Kingdom Bank can open foreign accounts for foreigners? Is that a question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kenyans who are in diaspora, we have what we are calling a diaspora department, and there is a way that we deal with them. There is a documentation that is usually required and notarized in that country. So I think this is something that is doable. We have been doing it in terms of how we open accounts on board those customers and also have them enjoy various services, credit facilities, transactional accounts, investment options. So that is possible. It's just an issue of discussion on the business opportunities that exist in Kenya that can benefit both Namibians and Kenyans.
Perfectly answered.
So the issue of what you were saying, the issue of the policies and regulations that are put there by the various central banks. One is an issue of knowing your customer, KYC. I know it's also in this country.
Yeah.
For banks, they have to ascertain the customers that they are opening accounts to, and how they are able to track the flow of money from one entity or one locality to another locality. Because of AML, anti-money laundering laws that are there internationally. So it becomes a little bit difficult before we do that. But an issue of cooperation that you are talking about, I know that's something that we can take up and maybe forward the same through our embassy for further discussion.
What is the medium to long term plan of Kingdom Bank here in Namibia? That's number one. Number two, just a short one. I have been in agri-banking for quite a while, roughly 15 years, 10 years full-time, 5 years as a consultant. I am now outside my comfort zone as a salary taker. I moved away. I want to become a full-time person doing business. My experience with the banks, Standard Bank in particular, they do banking in, for example, Hong Kong, in the US. So what they do in those particular countries or localities, they do. I don't have the official word currently now. Don't do much with policy, but I know they, let me say, pick a bank with another bank, they partner with another bank for their interests and so on. So maybe that can be, as close as evidence, as you also said rightly, it can be investigated and you know, our minister, Deputy Minister of Finance, Madam Hida, she also used to be a banker. So she might also have know-how, and she's also in the correct position also to maybe look at this idea and say whether it's workable or not. Last one, we used to have the SME bank. It was tailored to target the MSME or SME as it used to be. And we know what happened. It was moved to DBL, and we have the issue of the interest rates. It's now at the level of commercial banks. Prime plus or something, depending on your risk level and so on, which is unfortunate because their main shareholder is who? Is government. Okay? So, and they did borrow elsewhere outside, mostly from development funding institutions from Germany and elsewhere, meaning that they also, the funds that they get, that's my assessment, is also at a cheaper rate. So now why go and compete with commercial bank if your target market anyway is the upcoming guys?
Yeah.
So that's something that need to be also looked at. So those are challenges that are in the financial sector, in our growing sector, mostly the black populace who needs money to start their businesses and so on and so on. Small, as His Excellency the Ambassador said yesterday.
Yeah.
So it comes at the point that where you have challenges like that in terms of people accessing finance, cheap finance for that matter, then you also open room for people to come in to business.
Yeah.
And one of them is SME. And another one, which was also mentioned yesterday, very interestingly, is cooperative finance or banking. So maybe you can also look at that one. It's for sure lacking here. And if you do that, then you can do business. We know the economies of scale. We don't have the numbers, but I mean, if you can come in at your rate and so on, I think you might take market share over some time. We know how Capitec in South Africa started. Yeah? It started like a microfinance bank. Look at it's the most efficient bank in SA now.
And small and medium-term enterprises. If you have ever visited Kenya, you'd find a business nearly everywhere that you are walking to. If it's a supermarket that is somewhere, outside the supermarket you will find some small vendors who are selling the same wares that are inside the supermarket. Some of the towns or cities have so many businesses nearly in all buildings that you may even be confused what to buy because they are all selling the same thing. It's now about the value addition or the quality of the products that are being produced. True, in terms of a bank wanting to expand outside its borders, it depends on the customer base. Majority of the banks in Kenya have expanded as far as Sudan, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi. It's an issue of the customer. The more customers that we are able to target outside our space, now that is what advises the management of banks to want to explore more. And some of those linkages is that, as the minister was saying yesterday, some of them can only be pursued under such a level.